Sound very strong. I'm sure that you can stand it. You can stand everything.
Definitely, I can definitely.
What would you say is what sort of relationship do you have with your father, who's also your boss, your boss?
My father is the most amazing thing that ever happened to me in my life, you know, besides my mother. He's just a great inspiration from where he started from, you know, from the village and where he is now. My goodness, it's a whole story on its own. So he's been the greatest inspiration, the greatest support, you know. He's always been there. He's a great father, a great responsible father. And, you know, being his father and being his daughter and being my boss as well is a bit challenging, especially even in the workplace where people see it as, oh, because your father, you know, it's like, okay, daddy's girl. So, you know, they think he's going to take decisions and might, you know, to favor me or, you know, things like that. It's difficult walking in the shoes of a daughter at the same time walking in the shoes of, you know, being in the role that I'm in. But he's definitely an amazing person. I'm not the only person who will sit here and sing all the great things he's done.
I know him. He's an amazing person.
He is an amazing person, and no one can take that away from him.
All right, so you think he's special. You find him very special to you.
Yes.
And he's here. Yeah, he's here. All right, so we have a special message from your father. Let's just watch this.
I grew up a very sharp and intelligent girl. She was soon in student leadership position. She was leading her students to go into advocacy for the university. She got involved in a lot of voluntary activities. Academically, she was shining, and socially, she was also doing very well. She ended up with a lot of awards on her neck. She had, can't remember how many, but she distinguished herself very well, and so there was the need to help her to continue. One thing that was even more intriguing for us as parents is that she decided to come home and help. Here was I didn't only have a consultancy, Yankah and Associates, which is doing very well, but I also had established this university which needed her skills. And therefore, she came at the right time and got settled into it. If there's anything I remember, she liked standing in the mirror and looking at herself. Esi would design anything, draw anything, and bring up something that she has done quietly to you and say, this is what I've done. Even when the American culture sometimes gets hold of her to want to be on her own, I still want to draw her back. She's an independent person. She's independent thinking. She's a sweet daughter. She likes mentoring people. She likes giving leadership skills that she has learned to others. But I would want her to be more accommodating of others. I would wish that she would step back periodically and evaluate a few things that she's done and then move on.
That's a good father's advice.
Yes, absolutely. It definitely makes a lot of sense.
But what would you see when you stand in front of the mirror?
Oh, well, I think standing in front of the mirror, besides that, the fact that you might be thinking that I'm vain, but you know, it's like, you know, when you look inside the mirror, you're able to give yourself that positive motivation of, this is me, you know, this is who I am, you know, I don't have to be somebody else for people to like me. This is me. I value myself. I'm a great person. I want to be a great person. So that mirror is a reflection, you know, gives me
who you are.
Of who I am. And that's about it. And
how many awards so far?
I haven't counted it necessarily, but I have accomplished a few things in my life, yes.
Awards from
what? Well, in my school, when I was in undergrad, I made the Dean's List honor roll certain every semester, so I got medals. You know, I was awarded for outstanding student leadership. I was awarded for who is who among American colleges and universities. I was awarded as international student president. I was awarded when I graduated with honors. I was awarded with my graduate school. We won the Graduate Dean's Award, the entire Integrated Marketing Communications Consultancy, and many other awards.
Oh, so a lot of awards for a very young person like you.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay, right. There are a lot of things I'm learning from you. Hopefully, let's see. Maybe we can count our awards together. I have none so far, though.
You always have time to make it.
Who do you've mentioned somebody outside, but who do you really look up to?
I would say, I mean, what inspires me the most, you know, besides my dad, besides my mentor, Dr. Silva, who's an amazing person, you know, my mother, like I said, may her soul rest in peace. I look up to her because she gave me the basics, you know, the foundation I needed to be who I am today. You know, going out of America at a tender age, I could have been a statistic. I could have gotten involved with any crazy thing, living by myself, for Christ's sake, you know. But she gave me that foundation where she wanted me to do more than she was able to do for herself. Things she wasn't able to do, she ensured. She put me in the kitchen and ensured that I know how to cook. You know, people see me and they think I can't even cook. You know, they think, oh, she just interested in...
What can you cook best?
I can cook. Well, I'm a fanti. I enjoy cooking jollof.
Such as omelette and tea.
You know, a wide range of things I just enjoy doing. I love baking, you know, cooking. We did all that because she was a home economics tutor. You know, she got me into doing everything. Me and my siblings, we got into everything to ensure that we're well-rounded. It's not just the books, but we have to have that balance because I won't just be a career woman. I'll be a mother someday. You know, I'll have
and
to
a
be
wife.
And a wife, yes.
When we come back, we'll talk about that. You're watching Today's Woman here on TV3. Please stay with us. You're welcome back to the show. You're watching Today's Woman, the Monday edition, here on TV3. And my guest today is Esi Yankah. Where can people get you to speak to motivate others? Because that's one of the things that you do.
Yes. I've had the opportunity to speak at the first TEDx Youth Inspire event here in Accra. I've been invited to SOS to speak on community service. I've also been invited as a guest speaker for graduation in the Pong area. And people can reach me. I give my email address after this, and people can reach me anytime, anywhere, and I'll be more than willing.
How can somebody younger watching us right now be like you? Not be like you in the sense that be born by Mr. Yankah, because you work in his university and then Yankah and Associates as well. But how can somebody follow your steps and be like you, or even better?
First of all, they have to realize that they have something special within them. Everybody has something special. So they have to want to be themselves. You know, I'm one person they can just look at, but they don't necessarily have to be just like me. Because I want to be more than, you know, who I look up to, you know. So they have to realize that they have something special they want to give. They have to stay focused. They have to give up a lot of things, you know, peer pressure. You have to give up a lot of things to be in this, because trust me, I've been through so much, but I had to just realize that this is more important than this. You know, didn't start on a silver platter. No, my family just didn't wake up and we were all doing well. No, we started from somewhere. You know, humble beginnings, and this is where we are now. Like I said, my father started the same way, my mother started the same way. You know, and so it's really about being determined, persevering. You know, knowing what you want, going for your passion, and just being who you are.
How can somebody get into integrated marketing communications?
How? Well,
briefly, maybe we can talk about what it is.
Well, how? Well, they'll have to have the passion to do whatever is involved in integrated marketing communications. If they have a background in marketing, if they have a passion for marketing, communications, PR, advertising, yes, it's if they want to go to school outside America, I can definitely help them know which schools would be best for such programs. Or even,
but in Ghana?
In Ghana,
yes,
AUCC is beginning to offer integrated marketing communication, so that's actually a place to look at as well.
Any other universities? I'm sure there are other local universities
that do integrate.
Marketing communications.
Marketing communications.
Maybe without the integrated.
Maybe GIJ does it. I'm not sure, so I wouldn't say it. I think maybe GIJ does it. Maybe Legon does it. But what I know is what I would say is that AUCC definitely.
Why
offers.
not? You definitely.
Of course.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years, as I've told many people, I want to be one of the young wonders of this world, in Ghana, in Africa, in the world as a whole. I want to be somewhere where I'll be able to, I would have fulfilled what I wanted to do and be able to give back to many young people, to be able to own my own business, to be able to hire young people, to be able to mentor, to be able to lead, inspire, motivate, you know, because that's the qualities of a leader. They say if your actions are not able to inspire others to become more, do more, then you're not a leader.
Who would you say is your favorite Ghanaian artist?
I love Kobna Kobna. He's sensational.
Okay.
He's amazing.
All right, so here's Kobna Kobna on your screens. Kobna is one of your favorites.
Yes.
I thought I would see you, like, you know, dancing and giving it your all.
I wasn't sure if you had enough space here.
I do. Are you a shy type?
Oh, no. I come off as shy, but I mean, when I'm in my comfort zone, yeah.
Okay, this is your comfort zone.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know the meaning of the song that we just listened to?
So be the one, don't be. Yeah, like I'm saying, if someone loves you, love them back. And I said, depending on who is loving you.
Okay, are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Okay, engaged?
No.
Looking, I guess.
I would say, hoping for Mr. Right to come along. Yes. Okay. If I'm not married, I'm single.
All right, so Ms. Yankah is hoping for Mr. Right to come out. How?
I don't think I have to do too much for Mr. Right to come along. We just have to. For me, I prefer it just happens versus I go searching. I mean, what am I searching for? You know, if the right person comes along, you know, likes me for who I am, you know, is interested in the things I'm passionate about, vice versa, you know, knows that this is who she is. She's an industrious woman. She'll be up and running and he'll be supportive enough, you know, will respect, love, cherish, make me laugh, and so on.
Would you say that any young person aspiring to be like you or even better should wait and get everything, you know, going before they settle down?
Wait and get everything going. As in, oh, no.
As in career-wise?
Career-wise. I wouldn't say necessarily, but it depends. It depends on the individual because as an Indian woman who sat next to me in a plane said to me, she's like, you know what, young lady, your career, you can't always, you know, you can't always necessarily achieve your career. No, sorry, let me say that again. He said marriage, you can always get married, but your career, you can't always, you know, attain your career. So what you have to do is make sure you're focused on your career first. The marriage will come along, you know, it will come along. You can always get married, you know, but then your career, your passion, because she said that's one of the things that she regrets not doing.
There are people who concentrate on their career in the early stages, and then they realize that, okay, now I'm ready, but Mr. Right is not coming along.
I mean, maybe during the process, they were not opening up to people. Maybe it's just career. Okay, no, I'm not going to speak to any man. No. I feel like you should be open to, you know, whatever comes along, broken hearts, whatnot. I mean, we learn and we move on, you know, just let it be. If it happens, it will happen along, you know, side by side. You know, you shouldn't just wait, okay, I get here before, okay, now I'm open for business.
Thursday is your birthday? True or false? It's Thursday your birthday?
November 25th.
Okay, where's the party?
You'll be invited.
Thank you. Thank you. But thank you so much, Esi Yankah, for being on the show. I really enjoyed talking to you.
Thank you.
Miss